If you haven't found the time to pull yourself away from work, family, or friends for a while, then it's time to visit Pandama Retreat and Winery. From this beautiful scenery on Linden Highway, I am Lorene Ward, welcoming you to Homestretch Magazine. This week, the focus is on pyrography, wedding expo, Chinese New Year, and getting to know a few things about our visually impaired friend Ganesh Singh.
Small days is still on my mind. Small days is a good time. Small days is still on my mind. Small days is a good time.
Creating a work of art has a lot to do with your perception. It's truly amazing how someone can take a simple piece of material and turn it into something extraordinary. Meet Irene Bacchus Holder, a daughter of Linden, who's taking heat and creating amazing artworks.
Hey guys, I'm Ravi Mahabir and today I'm in the mining town of Linden where I'll be visiting Miss Irene Bacchus, and she'll be taking this plain piece of wood here and turning it into a work of art.
The art form is called pyrography, where it's burnt. The art is burnt into wood.
Pyrography dates back to the 17th century, and it's a unique art form of creating designs on both wood and leather by the use of burning.
All right, we're going to do here a hibiscus flower. Right? You draw the hibiscus with a regular pencil. Right? When you finish sketching the hibiscus, you select a pen that is suitable for the design, and then you burn it in.
The equipment used in this art form is called a burner, with each pen serving a different purpose.
When you get your details right, then you start to shade.
Shading is done to give the piece definition. However, this process can take a while.
And with this process, you have to burn and overburn and so on to get definition. It's not like the other art form that you could use. You could use ink and then you get right away.
Irene started pyrography as a hobby as she was gifted a burner by her brother. From then on, she would make small pieces as gifts, and eventually moving on to selling her art and winning national art competitions. When practicing this type of art form, one must be careful, for there are consequences.
And it's not really dangerous, you just have to be careful that you don't slip and burn yourself, because the pen is extremely hot.
Irene explained with some pieces she would have to rest the equipment because of how hot it would get, thus prolonging the process. It should also be noted that there is no room for error, since what's burnt cannot be unburnt. And after half of an hour, we have the finished product. A work of art was created using an unconventional method of controlled burning.
How many of us knew that was possible? Opportunities may come when and from where you least expect it. Always be ready. It's time to meet a unique personality who plays a vital role in society even though he's visually impaired. Shanza Samuels had the opportunity to have a one-on-one with this personality.
Life could be such an amazing journey coupled with many unpredictabilities and difficulties that one may experience from time to time. For instance, in the twinkling of an eye, one can become disabled. Meet 32-year-old Ganesh Singh, who was diagnosed with glaucoma at the age of 13. 3 years later, as he was ready to write his CXC examinations, his situation worsened as he could barely see anything on paper. One would think that this would have dampened his spirit, but being as determined as Ghana Singh is, he pulled through, gaining passes in 8 subject areas.
Since I was growing up, I always wanted to pursue tertiary level education. My dream was to become an accountant. It was never to become a social worker like I am now. But because of my disability and when I acquired it, the course of my life changed and my goals became different. And from 2006, I got involved in the disability movement. And after a while, I got more integrally involved in the actual management of organizations and became a critical player within the movement. And social work is something that relates to my work in the disability community.
This determination has been the hallmark behind his success stories, as he recently graduated from the University of Ghana with a distinction in social work. He achieved this remarkable feat against the backdrop of academic and structural challenges at the university.
The university is void of any policy relating to persons with disabilities. There's nothing there to guide the way persons, the lecturers, the administration, and so on, interact and deal with people with disabilities. So everything happened in an ad hoc manner.
An ardent advocate for persons with disabilities and an executive member of the Ghana Society for the Blind, Ganesh is hoping to motivate others to never give up on their goals.
But it's a great accomplishment, and I hope that it can be a motivation to other people with disabilities to tell them, you know what, this is possible, you can do it. You just need to work hard and pursue your goals, Plan a path, have a path for your life and follow that path.
With this in mind, Ganesh has high hopes for his future.
My future plans is to continue studying. Probably one day, if you're still in the field of journalism, you might do an interview and I'll be sitting with my PhD. But my immediate goal is to pursue my master's, probably in the field of social work or in education, because I kind of have multiple careers. I am a teacher as well as a social worker.
He is an avid sport lover and a member of Ghana's blind cricket team who grew up in the peaceful community of Anns Grove on the east coast of Demerara. He is also well-traveled, having represented Ghana in the disability movement in countries like Kenya, Indonesia, Pakistan, India, USA, and several others in the Caribbean. His push to excel at the university also came after the Ministry of Social Protection was gracious enough to offer him, along with other persons with disabilities, scholarships to pursue their studies.
Touching, wasn't it? But at the same time inspirational. That's why it's safe never to judge a book by its cover, because that book can turn out to be quite impressive. Stay tuned, the excitement continues on Homestretch Magazine.
Small days is still on my mind. Small days is a good time. Small days is still on my mind. Small days is a good time.
Marriage is a beautiful institution, and a certain event held every year celebrates just that. The Ramaduke Lodge recently launched their annual wedding expo, and by the look of it, we're in for a treat. Check out these highlights.
On behalf of the Private Sector Commission, I offer congratulations to Rima in another launch of Wedding Expo 2017. It's another venture by the Rima Group in their efforts to enhance the tourism product in Guyana. We wish them well and look forward to their continued growth. Thank you.
Race to the Altars, where I think in the last month we sent out the advertisement encouraging and inviting young people who want to get married to apply. This is where the Wedding Expo will host your wedding here. It's a $3 million wedding. A lot of people coming to the wedding expo, a lot of couples, and this year is going to be different. This year, the wedding expo couple and winners could win a honeymoon in Curacao, could win a return ticket to New York, and more spectacular this year is the honeymoon in Cuba. And so Cuba is a wonderful, wonderful destination. And this year, people could actually win a return trip to Cuba to enjoy their honeymoon. There's wonderful beaches and wonderful people in Cuba. And we are looking forward to this improved and enhanced relationship with Cuba. And Wedding Expo will serve that purpose this year.
Wedding Expo is usually an event with various segments, such as Race to the Altar, live wedding ceremonies, and many others. But not to worry, as the excitement unfolds, we will be keeping you in touch. 1/5 of the world's population is on holiday. Let's join Nadia Holodar as we learn more about the Spring Festival or Chinese New Year.
Happy Chinese New Year. And yes, we are celebrating here in Guyana. The Chinese New Year, also referred to as the Spring Festival, is celebrated by 1/5 of the world's population, and by no means is that a small number. In China, 1.3 billion people get 3 public holidays, schools are out for a month, and universities even longer. 250 million people in Indonesia will be celebrating this day as a public holiday. The Philippine population of 100 million is celebrating. The people of Hong Kong, Vietnam, Taiwan, and Korea total about 190 million, and they are on holiday for 3 to 4 days as well. 35 million more are on 2 public holidays in Singapore and Malaysia, and not forgetting millions of others all around the world. 3.5 billion journeys are made to China this time of year for families to be together. They use this beginning of their traditional solar calendar as fresh starts to make amends, reconcile with people, avoid offenses, and even re-establish old ties. New clothes are bought, houses are cleaned, and gifts are given. No single hour in any country sees as many tons of fireworks lighted as in China around the midnight beginning Chinese New Year. China produces about 90% of the world's fireworks. Fireworks are used to scare evil spirits. Most mainland Chinese believe that the flash and the bang of firecrackers and fireworks scare away demons and evil ghosts. This year is the year of the rooster based on a 12-year cycle that repeats itself in Chinese astrology. This animal comes 10th in the zodiac and is being paired with the element of fire. For the people of China, roosters symbolize punctuality and honesty, bravery, holiness, luck and prosperity, the sun god and ordinariness. People born in a year of the rooster are very observant, hardworking, resourceful, courageous and talented. Roosters are very confident in themselves.
Happy Chinese New Year from your friend and family. 新年好.
Happy New Year to my friends and my family. 新年快乐.
Yeah, anybody Happy New Year and Chinese 新年快乐.
Happy New Year with everybody on the world and 新年快乐，在我家乡的朋友们，大家新年快乐。
The second biggest celebration comes right after the Chinese New Year. On the 15th day in the first Chinese lunar month, the Lantern Festival is celebrated. We will learn more about this the next time we meet.
The Lantern Festival will definitely be a feast for our eyes the next time we meet with Anadia. Be sure to catch our next episode on February 5 at 15:30, and for another view of this week's program, catch the rebroadcast on Tuesday at 19:30. Also remember to like and leave your reviews on our Homestretch Magazine Facebook page. I am Lorene Ward. Be safe and keep smiling.